Moi University, the second oldest university in Kenya, established in 1984, Moi is known for its academic excellence and research. 6 years ago, the university was ranked second in Kenya after University of Nairobi, fourth in East Africa, number 2006 globally in university ranking by Academic Performance URAP. Despite their accolades, a dark shadow hangs over the institution. Allegation of blatant corruption, mismanagement, and outright impunity threaten the existence of the institution named after Kenya's second president, Daniel Moi. According to the stakeholders, this once academic giant is on its deathbed.
The consequences of this university collapsing will be there to everyone. The businesses in Eldoret, the community around here, and even the whole region. When this university collapses, it will create a vacuum, which will crush all other businesses around. No one, including the president himself, can allow that.
Like many other public universities in Kenya, Moi University is facing financial difficulties, with its debts exceeding 10 billion shillings. Signs that all is not well at the university starts right at the gate of Moi University main campus, Eldoret. The cash-strapped university can, however, afford to construct a gate at a staggering cost of 30 million shillings. This project and many others drew the attention of Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, who summoned the university leadership to clear allegations that procurement laws were not followed.
It's a BQ done by experts. Looking at 26 million, and it's a signature gate, and you know, the number of students. The students like associating with good things, isn't it? Because the way we were very dull before the new gate. The 26 million cannot pay the lecturers. Okay, we need 4 or 3 million every month to pay the lecturers. Yeah, so while we are focusing on the 26 million, there is a larger picture of the 403 million every month to pay my lecturers.
In a letter dated October 28, 2004, EACC detectives are now closing in Moi University embattled Vice-Chancellor Professor Isaac Sanga Kosgei for allegedly embezzlement linked to the exaggerated gate project. Another letter dated 2nd August from the VC, Professor Kosgei, shows an elusive process between the VC and the EACC to supply the documents. Another letter dated 1st October 2024 by the EACC as a reminder to the VC shows another elusiveness to provide details to the alleged shady deals at the institution. People out there know you as a very corrupt person. Are you corrupt?
I'm not, and as I said, if there is that allegation, please come proof. We have government agencies that deal with such things. We have the EACC, we have the DCI. And if I was corrupt, so people even say I have 100 acres of tea that I stole money from workers. I don't. You can always see if somebody is say to have stolen 8.2 billion. That one you can even see, isn't it? Yeah, you can see. So I'm not, and I'm not party to corruption. I've never been.
And the way out is to look for resources from Nairobi. So every week, a team of management, they are about between 7 and 10. They are traveling between Eldoret and Nairobi. Each person has what is called a per diem. Each person is flown to Nairobi, is put up in a hotel, and then brought back to Eldoret weekly. They go on a weekly basis. So by Monday, they are flying to Nairobi. They are there maybe up to Thursday, Friday. They are earning the per diem per day. They are flown back to Eldoret. They are around again, and they tell you we are going back to Nairobi. So that is for the last about almost 10 weeks. Almost 10 weeks. They are between Eldoret and Nairobi. So they are living very comfortably. These workers are not earning salaries, but these people are getting that daily allowance, subsistence allowance, and everything is taken care of. I hear somebody saying that some people are making about 400,000 weekly from their per diem, and the workers are suffering. If that is not corruption, then there's another name to it. In other words, they are enjoying that transport to and fro while the people are suffering.
Professor Kosgei denies corruption claims in an exclusive interview with TV47, insisting he will not resign even as the university crumbles like a shell shrouded in a scandal and secrecy. Our investigations reveals glaring irregularities surrounding the university gate construction. A source close to the dealing behind the gate project, referred to us at Chelengat due to the sensitive nature of the matter, has disputed stated value, further exposing the questionable dealings.
Up to now, we are still waiting there's some retention money for the gate. That one was also raised, not yet paid.
So 30 million can construct such a gate? From where you sit?
I don't think so.
Asked why the university would spend such an amount of money to build a gate where not even a fence exists.
It's a signature gate. And you know, the number of students, the students like associating with good things, isn't it?
These are throughways into the institution with academic giants who are not protected with a 30 million worth of a gate. Inside the technically insolvent university, the situation appears dire. The broken windows, crumbling walls, structures on the verge of collapse, a clear indication of the rot. Forget the gate and the dilapidated infrastructure. The university recently procured 11 donkeys to replace its aging fleet of tractors. Insiders who spoke on condition of anonymity say the school bought the donkeys since it cannot afford to fuel the tractors.
The university bought donkeys. And, at one time, this university used to have tractors because of the land that they were plowing. Now today, Moi University is buying donkeys. They are somewhere down there. I'm told there are 11 donkeys. So from tractor to donkeys.
Bid perhaps to show up revenues, the university attempted to start a dog breeding business, importing German Shepherd dogs, allegedly at an exaggerated cost. Our independent verification shows all the 11 dogs are male.
Now bought dogs. I'm told they bought 10 dogs. You ask me, I don't know whether the dogs are to guard the apples or whatever, but when you look at the costs of the dog, that is when you realize that there's something that is not quite.
During an investigation tour of the university, members of parliament also accused the university leadership of initiating multi-million Apple project to generate income for the university. According to the VC, the 600 million project in 100 hectares vast land is supposed to generate 78 billion shillings.
Kama maneno ya Moi mahali mvua ilikuwa imeanza kutunyeshea, niseme ni hiyo wakati wa corona. Wakati wa corona vile ilifika, hapo ilikuwa imepata kama management mpya imeingia na council mpya. Wakasema casuals waende kwa shamba, tukaandikiwa memo twende kwa shamba. Kuna shamba ingine chini ya apple farm, wanaita apple farm. Kwa hii shamba tulikuwa tunalazimishwa unachimba mashimo. Nilikuwa wakati ukame, unatafuta maji, una soak chini kabisa ndio at least uweze kufanya nini, ndio uweze kuchimba shimo. So wamama walikuwa wanawekewa wachimbe 8, 6. I worked there for 3 days. So pale wamama wachimbe shimo na nikulipwa half day. Ni watu wote, wanaume walikuwa wanachimba 10. Ilifika mahali wakapunguza, wanaume wachimbe 10, wamama wachimbe 6. Malipo ni half day. tukaweka aside. Sasa kama 2023 tukafanya kazi month 1, 2, 3 mpaka ikafika 6 months, hakuna mshahara, hakuna mwenye ana communicate kuambia hii mshahara imechelewa kwa sababu ya ABCD. So watu walikuwa naogopa, hakuna mtu angeuliza tu. By that time tulikuwa na leader wetu alikuwa anaitwa Bargoria, yeye alishawacha kazi. So Bargoria aliogopa kwa sababu alikuwa ametishwa kwa sababu ukiuliza nini hapo naambia utakuliwa na mnyama. So our boss Mr. Sanga akiingia alitutisha na mnyama, akasema kuna mnyama ukipiga kelele itafanya nini? Itakukula. So imefika wakati tukasema hiyo mnyama ifanye nini? Itukule. Isitoshe maneno ya salary, working conditions zenye ziko huko Moi ni mbaya. Wale cleaners wenye wana clean wanakuwa forced sana. Kuna wale lazima pavement wenye wanafagia pavement wanakata branches ndio wafagie nao barabara. Haya, hakuna protective gears wenye wanaosha hata toilets. Ama wenye utaenda kuosha toilet hivyo without gloves, hauna mop, hujapewa mop, hakuna sabuni, una expect toilet ikuwe safi? Haiwezi kuwa safi. Hakuna kitu yoyote, hata kama ni mtu amekuwa mgonjwa, kwa sababu wenye wanaosha hizo toilet ama wanafanya hizo kazi zenye ziko at risk, hakuna hata dawa unaweza pewa. Kuna wale walijaribu wakakaa hiyo 6 months na wakaenda nyumbani, waliwacha kazi. Na kuna wenye walijaribu kutetea haki yao, wakakuja, inasemekana ati wakuuliza kwa njia mzuri, wakafutwa. Around 40 people walifutwa kazi kwa sababu wanauliza haki yao. Nilihurumia, kulikuwa na couple fulani hapo, bibi na bwana, wote ni casuals. Wanapata barua, wanaanguka, huyu ana faint huko, huyu ana faint huko, na kuna mwenye anajali. Hawakujali, walienda nyumbani na wanaenda nyumbani hivyo, mkono mtupu hivyo. Saa hii ya mnyama, wakati alikuja akakuwa VC, so alikuwa anajaribu kusikia watu, akapeana story akisema huko kwao kulikuwa na mnyama. Sasa huyu mnyama sijui kama ni zamani gani, I don't know. Sasa ati huyu mnyama watu walikuwa wakipiga kelele, mnyama anakukula. So hii mnyama ilikuwa ni jina ya kusikia watu. Sasa akafika hapa Moi, yeye ndiye akakuwa mnyama. Kuna watu walipigwa transfer kwa sababu tu ya kutetea haki. Alikuwa chairman wa Kudhea, alijaribu kupiga kelele akitetea watu. Sijui kama walikuwa na differences yao, sijui, but kulingana na vile tunasikia kwa ground, alikuwa anatetea casuals. Alipigwa transfer aende Mombasa. Ilikuwa tu ukijaribu kusema ufanye hivi, saidia watu, fanya hivi, unapigwa transfer. Malindi, Mombasa. Sasa sijui kama huko pia kulikuwa na Moi University, tunasikia tunapigwa transfer. Mahali hakuna hata nyumba, hakuna nini, but kuna shamba ya Moi. Sasa huyu alikuwa ni kama ni security. So unapigwa nini transfer uende mahali kuna msitu. Huyu jamaa kuenda, si kazi ilikwisha. So mnyama ni yeye. Ukipiga kelele unaenda unafutwa ama unapigwa transfer. Si ati ni mnyama literally ya kukula mtu. Mnyama ilikuwa ni yeye. Sasa alikuwa anatutisha na mnyama.
Without the benefit of doubt or doubting Thomas, those who are touting that the apple farm is making a loss. No, I disagree with them. This is a tree. It was planted last 2022, and now it is just 3 years. Now give us 2 years, and then you will see how many apples are you going to get. We are also need to improve on the feeding in terms of fertilizer, maybe manure. And it will increase the revenue for the university in the next 2 years. It is a long-term investment. It is not something that you do it short term. The apple farm we are having in Moi University, it will assist the generation to come, because this tree for the apple, it takes around 50 years. You will maximize the profit at least after 5 years. It is a tree.
So far, we've used 60 million. That's about 100 acres plus of airports and infrastructure, related infrastructure, because airports require a lot of water. So there is a triple irrigation system, there is a borehole, we also did a dam. So basically, and we are looking at the high value crop. We import 95% of our apples from South Africa, from Egypt, Israel. And we were looking at, in the terms of sustainability going forward, how do you get a crop that gives you several millions going forward? 100 acres will give you 78 billion. Okay? Yeah, give you 78 billion in that 100 acres. Our budget is 7 billion, maximum 9. So you can see in the future, this university will have more money than it needs. And our aspiration was, in the future, we'll be able to even support the exchequer through A&A once we have done with our own infrastructure here, investments here.
The alleged procurement irregularities don't end there. EACC is also probing a bloated payroll with the claims that there are 1,800 ghost workers at the university. The university also has a bloated workforce, with some of our investigations reveal receiving less than the salary recorded with the Kenya Revenue Authority KRA. Cherop, not her real name, is paid 8,000 by the university. She learned recently that her actual salary is 90,000 after visiting the local KRA offices after she got a call demanding tax arrears.
Pale Moi University miaka 10 kama mtu wa casual, na mshahara yangu ni shilingi 8,000. Juzi nimeitwa na watu wa KRA. Mimi hata sijui KRA iko wapi, lakini nimeitwa juzi na watu wa KRA na wakaniambia niende kwa ofisi yao kuwaona huko Eldoret. Nikaenda huko Eldoret na wakaniuliza mbona mimi sijazi fomu ya kulipa ushuru, na nikawaambia sielewi ushuru vile inakatwa kwa mshahara. Wakaniambia kama mshahara yako inapita shilingi 25,000 lazima ulipe ushuru. Na mimi nikawaambia mshahara yangu ni kidogo sana, ninapata shilingi 8,000 kwa mwezi. Lakini walinishtua kwa sababu wakati wakanionyesha makaratasi kusema mshahara yangu ni 90,000 kwa mwezi. Nimeshtuka sana, na inaonekana mimi nalipwa kama casual, nalipwa shilingi 8,000 na kuna mtu anachukua shilingi 82,000 kwa mshahara yangu. Kwa hivyo hii miaka yote nimefanya kazi na Moi University, kuna mtu huwa anachukua pesa kiasi hiyo kutoka kwa mshahara yangu na mimi wananipea 8,000.
Our sources claim local politicians have been coercing the university to employ their people, creating an unsustainable payroll loaded with ghost workers.
The university is overstaffed. I think it's a political situation when every politician would come from the area, would come with his employees and demand they be employed, and the management would employ them. So the end result is that we have a bloated workforce. There are some employees who probably may not be required, but most important is what you have said, ghost workers.
The university leadership is also under the radar of the EACC over procurement irregularities. Billions of shillings are tied up in a number of stalled projects. For instance, a construction company received a 1.2 billion shilling tender for the construction of Annex Campus Library Phase 2 in Eldoret. The multi-billion tender construction that was awarded does not even exist. Surprisingly, the same company that was awarded a 1.2 billion was awarded 726 million shillings tender to complete the construction of the School of Public Health, Dentistry and Nursing situated in Eldoret. This project is not under construction.
Those are just allegations because the tendering process is clear for every project. Yeah, so there's nothing like a shortcut in any way.
Moi University was in the process of constructing an innovation center worth 228 million shillings. This project also stalled, allegedly due to embezzlement of funds.
Requesting for some cash from the client, but being the World Bank is the donor, they have to channel the money to the client first, who is the Moi University, and then Moi University will give the main contractor the amount that they are requested. Yeah.
So the money that was channeled by the World Bank, was it paid to you?
No, it was not paid.
Another stalled project is the construction of an amphitheater. This construction, according to the investigators, was paid for but stalled midway. Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, as well as the Parliamentary Education Committee, has been probing this matter for some time now in an attempt to save the university.
When we've walked around this university, and what we've heard from the workers is a clear testimony of total mismanagement in the university. I don't want to mince my words there.
Early November this year, the Parliamentary Committee on Education visited Moi University, giving stakeholders a chance to air their views on the state of the university. A week later, a number of lecturers and non-teaching staff who spoke boldly during the visit have since been sent home. Through the letter seen by TV47, the institution is accusing them of incitement.
That is how ruthless our employer is. Our employer is sometimes very insensitive and sometimes very punitive. You know, they will punish employees for a small thing. And that is why today you heard us speak, and I think you saw the sentiments of the crowd, that one of the best things that must happen to Moi University is this management must be replaced, all of it. The Vice-Chancellor and his team must all go. The Council and the whole team of Council must all go. It is only then that we can start working with people who understand how an academic institution should be run. Professor Koskei is doing his 7th year in Moi University. He finished his first term, and our feeling was that his term should never have been renewed. The Vice-Chancellor served for five years. So he finished the first term, and from the experience that we had with him, it was our feeling that he should never had a renewal of contract. Against all the wisdom, against all wise counsel, his contract was extended. Professor Koskei runs a ruthless management system. There are different management styles, and this one of Moi University is one which believes in punish the worker so that you can get the most out of them. Do not engage them, do not give them leeway to be comfortable, push them, punish them, make their life very difficult so that they can perform their duties. Moi University has about 800 academic staff, 800 and something. Over the last 3 or so years, staff working in Moi University have received 360 letters warning them. This is what is called shock letters. In a working environment, your employer probably gives you do something that is wrong, you are given a first warning, probably a second warning, and the third time. This is most of the human resource manuals say this, that we give you a warning, that means that slightly below 50% of the employees have received shock letters, just slightly below half. That is something that is almost unimaginable. Either these people are terrible at their work, or there's something terribly wrong with the system.
Very supportive, particularly looking at my deputies, looking at people who are below me. I normally build their capacity. And we make decisions as a management, not as a VC. Every Monday, we have a management to look at all things of the university Of course, we can have special meetings to look at emerging issues and urgent issues, but I've never run the institution as a single person. There's nothing like people believe sometimes in being talked to a lot of things. But for me, I normally analyze things before I talk. And maybe that's a point of departure for many people because, other people like cheating. Me, I don't. Yeah, I just tell the truth and that's it.
According to the letter seen by TV47, the EACC is investigating a total of 1,800 ghost workers at Moi University. According to the EACC, records of all university staff since July 1, 2018 are under scrutiny. The rot runs deep, with senior officials named in the alleged corruption deals having so far been grilled by the EACC. According to the paperwork seen by TV47, a total of 10 senior officers at Moi University have been grilled by the EACC regarding the embezzlement of funds at the institution. These include Joshua Mwiti, who is Quality Assurance at Moi University, Dr. Kashod Laimeyan, who is Senior Finance Officer, Rispa Bigen, Veronica Bor, who is a Purchasing Officer, Dr. Patrick Limo, who is Head of Department, Professor Joel Kibi, who is an Associate Dean, Professor Joseph Chemboi, who is Associate Dean, School of Business, Naomi Morogo, who is a clerk, CPA, Andrew Kipchoge, who is a Senior Accountant, and Dennis Chepkwony, who is Senior Purchasing Officer. The 10 are allegedly being accused of pocketing proceeds of crime in the ongoing probe into shady deals. The investigators are also investigating the possibility that some of the construction companies are linked to politicians. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Isaac Kosgei, denies corruption allegations, vowing to stay put and continue leading the university.
Why should I? Because unless there is something proven against me that would require me to resign, then if it is done, it's fine, I can resign. But as it is now, I have nothing to, to cause me to do that. Yeah.
Apart from the financial hardships facing the university, political interference is also seen as one of the factors contributing to the challenges facing the Moi University. In 2016, sitting governors Jackson Mandago of Uasin Gishu County, Alex Tolgos of Elgeyo Marakwet, and MP Oscar Sudi of Kapsaret from Rift Valley stormed Moi University, protesting to the appointment of Professor Labanairo as the institution's acting vice-chancellor. They instead wanted Professor Kosgei to be appointed. Professor Kosgei says his appointment was above board.
When we came for interviews that were advertised in 2015, I emerged number 1. Okay? And then, of course, the former VC Mibei left office and Laban came in. He's a friend of mine. We serve in a number of committees together. You have heard of Kenneth, for example. I'm the chair of the board of Kenneth that provides internet to all universities, colleges, hospitals. And he's my board member, and he's in charge of the audit committee. So we've never had any difference. I think people just imagine that and I didn't know him before. So I think when we came again in 2017, that is when he was part of the interview. Previously, he wasn't there. And again in 2017, with a different council. That was a different council led by Kinyamario, Professor Kinyamario. When we came to this 2017, there was a totally